Good afternoon, Soul Family. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the views, the shares, the wonderful comments, the subscribes, donations, everything. I appreciate everyone. Let's ring the bell, let's clear the energy, and let's see what the message that Spirit has for us today. Whatever it is, it's meant to get our attention. It's meant to bring some clarity and realization. The answer is no. No. It's not the right person. It's not the right place. It's not the right time. In fact, Spirit says you need to leave. You need to break up. You need to get as far away as you can from this fire sign. Because unbeknownst to you, High Infinity Collection, the more you're around this fire sign, the more like you act like you are turning into a flying monkey. Listening to whatever somebody else tells you to do and then manifesting it like what they say for you to do for your life is best. And in fact, you're taking a big gamble because what they're trying to tell you is between you and someone else. It has nothing to do with this gold digger who's trying to give you the worst information possible. This is somebody who wants to have you in a head trip. That you always gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't have to worry about nothing. Somebody got it. They doing all the thinking for me, and this is what this water sign need to understand. It's time for them to talk. It's time for them to speak up. It's time for them to say something to save themselves. The guardian angels are working overtime trying to let this person know to expect something. Expect something very serious to happen. So right now it is time. It's past time for you to move the fuck on. Someone thinks they know you oh so well. But your guardian angels are asking you to know yourself a little bit better. Because this is the same person that causes challenges with others. This is something that they could have caused some challenges between this air sign and water sign during Mercury retrograde. Them was trying to be in the middle because they was afraid that somebody wanted to go back. So this is somebody who could have purposely caused some challenges. This is somebody who's looking at you, but they're not getting anything. It's like they're trying to dig up dirt, but there's no dirt for them to dig, you know? It's like this is somebody who needs to just leave it alone, but this person feels like with just a little bit more time, they'll find something. I'm telling you, they feel like give it just a little bit more time and they'll find something. High behaving. But someone else says, no, time is up. Time is up. And they are moving away from this narcissist. They have let go. And they have something that they need to tell you. About maybe how they were wooed, wined, and dined, but they failed to find out more information. And that's how they got led to this karmic cycle, this cycle that they thought was going to last forever. But this shit was so quick, fast, and in a hurry over. And they should have used their intuition instead of believing this liar. Because it was this liar that put on a love spell, for them to open up their heart. And whenever they did, that's something happened, and that's what created the distance between you and them. Hey, Deborah. Yeah, things are starting to get serious. Especially for this person who tried to create these challenges. Tried to make a problem out of no problem, make an issue when there was none. I'm telling you, somebody was trying to create some shit out of nothing. But it wasn't going to work. So now somebody's moving. They're leaving. This, whatever this is, or this was, is over. Hi, Spiritual Savage. How are you? I am well. Thank you so very much for asking. Yeah, this is something that they wanted to do just to put that distance there. Because it's like they were trying to create some love spell. But now it's almost like what they were trying to do backfired on them, and there's distance being created between them now. Because somebody said no, that they're finished. I feel like ever since that Lionsgate portal, people have been opening up not just their eyes, but their eye. Somebody's thinking of traveling to see you. They're at a distance, but they're thinking of coming to see you because they've moved on and they want to see if you're going to be able to open up your heart to them. Now they want to talk. They have something that they want to say. They want to compromise. They want you to forgive them. They understand now that you'll sit there and say, yeah, it was a narcissist and they're flying monkeys, and yeah, they get it. They get it. But they also get that, they started seeing the narcissist, the health go down. And that's whenever everything got real. Because they knew that they took a chance. They took a gamble. And that's whenever They knew that they should have just let go. Hi, Kate. Because somebody was still trying to figure themselves out, but they were such a big liar. And that's when somebody's guardian angel came in and said, it's time for you to move on. It's like they want to tell you about their spiritual walk. This is how it was a challenge for them to understand where you were at and what you were talking about before, because they hadn't been ready to open up. They hadn't been at their weakest where they felt there was nobody to help them but God. Until they met that challenge. Bottom of the deck. Courage. They finally found the courage to go in the direction that they need to go, as opposed to the direction that somebody else told them to go. Those are two totally different directions. One is following your true north, and the other one is following your true south. Seriously. One is going straight to abundance. That's for you following your own true north. And then the other one is going straight to difficulties. That's where you following the path of what somebody else said to do. You can't make that up. Somebody finding what true power is. And power is not how big your bank account is, or how many cars you got, or how big your house is, or what your credit score is. That's not power. That's convenience. Power is how do you show up in the world? How do you conduct yourself? Who are you? Not just who are you, but are you the person who you say you are? How do you treat other people? That's power. How do you control yourself? That's power. How do you make $1 out of 15 cents? That's power. Yeah. Somebody they understand now it's about that inner child. It's about, having to start there, because that's where the difficulties started. That's where it all began. That's where the whole, everything that was pent up that they need to release, that's where it all started. Hi, Tara. Thank you. It's like, and back then, you were growing and you didn't know that, you were just a kid. You were just a kid. You didn't know what was your garbage, what wasn't your garbage, until it started affecting your emotions as you started going through the process of, adulthood. And now somebody got to the point where they want to know, why do they do the things that they do, and what is it that they truly believe, and where are they at in their life. Now somebody wants to know the unknown. That's why somebody had to get a straight, flat out no. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not going back. I'm not this. I'm not that. No. No more of you for me. Thank you. that somebody had to realize it was almost like, they was being watched. Somebody was doing some stuff, and then they would sit back and they would watch to see, how it affects somebody, or, then shit started getting serious, because then it was almost like the relationships they wanted was no longer there, and they was almost feeling secluded. Yeah. Somebody had to go all the way back and think about all those things, especially their integrity. When it started to transform, when it started to slip a notch or two, what was they doing then? When stuff started changing, especially whenever it came down to their money. It's not just their inner child, it was also their integrity that they had to kind of check and look at. Remember what it was, remember what it meant, and try and remember where they dropped it off at. Because it was time for them to transform. It's time for them to create a whole new them using only their intuition, and not make the changes that somebody else told them that they need to make if they want to get this money. No, because they know that shit. They can say that today, spend it all, and there will be none left. So somebody would have wasted their entire life living somebody else's life, only to come to find out and being promised all this wealth. All of this is yours. All of this is yours. Only to come to find out on that dying day, you think that you're getting all of this, and somebody be like, no, the wheel's been like this for years. I don't know why they was telling you that, but no. We'll find out that they didn't own anything. Everything was rented. Shit, they was back on their bills. What, they willing you their bills? Yeah. Somebody started to have to understand that it was up to them to use their own wisdom and not the wisdom of somebody else, because that wisdom of somebody else was going to lead them straight to the unknown. Don't know if the shit gonna work. Don't know if shit not gonna work. And 9 times out of 10, the shit's not gonna work. What's the message? Yeah. It's like something finally connected. Something finally clicked. It's almost like they started saying, you know what, they had to look at the man in the mirror first and make that change, not trying to make it seem like it's funny, but they really did have to look at that person in the mirror, like, who have I become? And when did I become this type of person? When did I start showing up like this type of character, this type of person, this type of narcissist, this type of flying monkey, this type of whatever? What's the message? What's the message? Someone's ready to receive, like, the guidance. But once again, almost like they feel like they need to seek outward. No, this is somebody who needs to rest, trying to find the answers from the outside and follow their own bliss, because that's them praying confirmation. That's them praying. That's them meditating. That's them reaching out to God and to their ancestors and to their spirit guides. Yes, they don't know what to expect, but that's it. You're going into the unknown. That's the best place to be. Because that way you're not going trying to, oh, I know what I'm going to get into. No, you don't. You're not going to understand the bliss that you're about to find. And whenever you do, it's going to make you well up with a lot of emotion. And you're going to be so happy that you had the courage to find your unknown. Pretty soon it's going to seem like it's natural for you to want to ask God all of those questions that you have. You're not going to want to ask somebody on the outside. You're going to ask God, and you're going to allow God to give you the opportunity so that he or she can answer. Because you already know, you already have to have the faith that everything will be laid in front of you to answer your question, to answer your prayer. You're going to wake up excited, understanding that every day is a brand new day. And it's a wonderful day because it's another day that you get to receive the blessing, the kindness, the grace, and the love of God. Someone finally found the strength to tell this person, no, I'm done. I have to go. And they left. What's the message? Yeah. It's time for them to receive. Somebody has gone within and they realize that, guess what? I am enough. I've always been enough. I'm more than enough, but most importantly, I have to understand I am enough. Someone had to stop with the limiting beliefs and just take the leap of faith in believing that, yes, you are enough. You always have been, and you always will be. What else, Spirit? Spirit said, take the leap. Believe. Have just a little bit of faith, the size of that mustard seed, but it's time to take that leap and receive. You're just taking a leap into the unknown, and God is there to help you. Someone's ready. Someone's ready to grow. They're ready to, they're ready to grow. Hi, Max Flow Yoga. They're ready to ascend. Bottom of the deck. Yes, they are. They're ready to complete certain cycles, put things behind them. Somebody has grown up. They're in that grown man status. They decided to leave they left all this little childish bullshit behind them. I feel like this person has mastered the light and their dark side. They know about both sides. That's how you can tell they're going to be a strong warrior. They know how to wear that crown because they had to get down. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. They had to definitely make a decision. They knew they needed to make a decision because they could see how spiritually protected you were and how you had no problems protecting yourself. It's like nobody could get at you. Nobody could bust your bubble. Nobody could hurt you. Whatever attacks were sent at you were automatically blocked. And this is what created these challenges. That's why people started spying on you, because the shit wasn't working. That's why this narcissist, and the flying monkeys is like, hold the fuck up. This shit ain't working. We've been waiting for a while. Yeah. That's whenever they said, well, you know what, this shit is getting serious because we've been trying to manifest this. And that's whenever somebody was like, I think I'm going to, I need to put some distance in between me and y'all. That's when they wanted to come back and talk to you and tell you what's going on. That's when they had to make that decision. I just heard a life or death decision. And that could be maybe not their physical life, but their spiritual life or death. Yeah. Somebody had to make a decision about what they wanted to do. They're thinking about when they was a young child, or whenever they was young mentally, emotionally. But I feel like this person definitely needed to come into balance with themselves. And they're still coming into balance because it's almost like they know that they have to have this conversation with you. It's like you already know what's going on with this person about this decision. And you already know why they feel like they are, in this mental prison. Because this person is sitting here thinking about how they're going to tell you what they're going to tell you whenever you like, oh, I already know the truth. I'm looking straight at the truth. I'm looking straight at it. I told you about the red flag. I told you about the yellow flag. I told you the blue flag is okay, but that red flag and that yellow flag, but you didn't want to listen to me. So that's what this person is feeling, But they know that they have to make that leap. They have to do this because it's like I said, their past over loved ones have been like, man, you got to get the fuck up out of there. If you want us to continue to fuck with you, you got to get the fuck gone. You better look at shit a whole lot different than the way you've been looking at shit. Shit, it ain't even safe for us to be around up in here. Shit. Yeah. Somebody like, look, all this shit, it was like this. They know what, how they was unfair to you. And this is how they kind of like gave you less or cast you aside or whatever. And that's what got them caught up. The shit that they did in the past got them caught up now. Because if you look at the little white around the coins, it's like that figure 8. Wait, on this card. See, it's like this figure 8. And this is an 8. So I'm telling you, the shit that they did in the past got them caught up now. Around that 8-8 portal, I'm telling you, that was a motherfucker. That's getting people hemmed and hawed and heed and Hood all up in the crackazoid. What you was putting out is what you getting back. You know? If you was being a pain in somebody else's ass, guess what you getting? A pain straight up in your ass. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? They didn't like it when I said that. This person did not like it when I said that. Yep. 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles. Yep. It's like this person now, they're sitting there, they're thinking about, how they could have just been, had they just, kept their wig on straight, they'd have been cool. But they didn't. They allowed they thought some flashy shit was going to be a little bit better. But they finding out no, because the wheel is turning out of their favor and turning in your favor. Hey RB, how are you? I'm doing good. Yeah, somebody. And this is the shit that they did in the past. But now they're thinking about it right now, today. Because look at you. You just shining. 6 of Wands. And they can't get to you. 7 of Wands. You protected. You protecting yourself. Yeah, because you done made a judgment call. You made a judgment call. You closed that cycle. You said, okay, tell you what, I'm going to let you do whatever you do. Because you knew exactly who it was that was trying to, take you down and do all this backhanded bullshit and lie and cheat and steal and spread bullshit about your name. You already knew who that was. That's why you just went ahead and said, you know what, I'm done. And you just went on with the rest of your life, whatever you got to do. Now somebody's sitting there feeling sorry for themselves because of the shit that they did, waiting for their ships to come in, and their ships ain't coming in. Nothing but karma. It's like what you put out there is what you getting back. What you thought this was. What you thought was gonna happen. I mean, seriously, what you thought was gonna happen. What planet you know that work like that? I'm glad to hear that, RB. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Now this person, they doing all this introspection, meditation, looking at their dark side, looking at shit on the whole different perspective, like they understanding how they sacrifice themselves. And all you're doing is you're protecting yourself. They can't get to you. They know that you like looking at them all side eye, like, no, what you want? I'm good. They see that they fucked up. Not you. They fucked up. You just walked away. You just watched them fuck up, looked them up and down, and then walked the fuck away. Yeah, because you knew whatever they was getting ready to do, it wasn't going to work. They was never going to be able to build, and the shit was not going to work out the way. And so Spirit said, well, go ahead and get in the chariot. Let's go. So that's what you did. You allowed Spirit to take you, to guide you. And here you are, living the Viva Loca, loving it. And then here he was. This is before he made the change. Okay? This is before he made the change. He was hating it. Then he decided he needed to go ahead and grow the fuck up too. That's when he made that change, that death and rebirth. Yep. Thinking about what he done put you through. What he even put the relationship through. Just him, with him deciding that he was going to make a different choice, and what that meant for you and this person. That this person realizing that, hey, with you, they had a family. With you, they had a commitment. With you, they had loyalty. With you, you was 10 toes down, and they was only 5 toes in. But they know that with you, everything grew. You was stable. You was this. You was that. You was everything. But they sat there and looked at somebody else who made it seem like they had some shit going on. But this is what they had. Absolutely nothing but some motherfucking tricks and some witch powder in their hand. That's it. To cast some type of love spell. That was it. Now this motherfucker know, understanding why you said, you know what? I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. And walk the fuck away. Even though whenever they gave you an ultimatum, well, if you leave, then I'm gonna, you was like, sweet spot gang sign, baby. 2 of these and 1 of these. I got you on that. He was like, here, and keep your little bowl. Now they're looking at you and they all sad, and because here you are creating shit by yourself, growing shit, and here's they shit. Now they want to come to calmer waters with you, and they're hoping, they're praying that you take this back and take that bowl back. The same bowl that you left them there with. Think it's a game. Think it's a motherfucking game. They don't anymore. They know what karma's about. They know what justice is. Yeah. Before this King of Cups acted like he was going to try and hold back his emotions from you. He going to teach you a lesson, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Motherfucker found out. No, baby. You was taught the lesson. Okay? You thought that you was going to hold something back? Yeah, you sure did hold something back. You held yourself back. Then that way, all those little hidden enemies, whenever they found out that, oh, somebody out in the cold, now all them hidden enemies want to come out. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. They didn't believe that shit until they started seeing that Wheel of Fortune started turning out their favor. And whoever they was working with was nobody that was somebody they should have even fucked around with, because this motherfucker didn't do nothing but give them a motherfucking headache. Like, what the fuck was I thinking of? Why would I even do this shit? Why would I do this shit to my person? That's when this motherfucker realized, you know what? Tricks are for kids. I need to leave that shit. Because that shit is just fucking me up. Yeah, it's different whenever justice comes in. You know? And justice is something hidden as King of Pentacles. It's like this King of Pentacles maybe, oh, okay, that's what the justice is. King of Pentacles gets to watch this Empress for a long, making money after money after money after money after money. This that long money. It may have taken a while, but it's here, and it's that loyal money. And then the son, come on. Somebody look like they about to be happy, but now this person, they sitting here stressing. Oh well. About some little ideal that they thought was, oh yeah, we gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Now shit ain't happening right. Shit just don't work right. You know what used to be real shiny, it just seems a little dull now. It's like, has this thing lost its shine? Then they wonder, wait, we used to get together, we used to have a good time, but I don't think we having a good time now. In fact, I don't think I can really even trust these people. Because I sure the fuck don't know. Because I'm confused. How did my life turn out like this when I was hanging around these motherfuckers? And they thought they was coming for you. They just didn't know you was the strong one. You was like, yeah, hey, you feeling froggy? Come on over here. I love me some good fried frog legs. Come on over here. Jump, jump. See, somebody not understanding how the shit worked out because there was like, several of us. And it was just one of them. And how is it that they are thriving? It's like everybody was, you walking in the parking lot and there was 20 of them and they jump you. And, all you doing is just doing your normal fight, whatever. But it's like, you got your archangels there really kicking ass and taking name, and so by the time you finally open up your eyes and your arms is finished swinging, you know how you normally fight with your arms closed, your eyes closed, and you just swing your arms. Everybody knocked out. And you like, damn, this praying worked the fuck off. I did all that. Because, you was just like, that's like, your normal fighting stance. Mm-hmm. So everybody like sitting there wondering how you beat all these motherfuckers. How did you do it? Yeah. Everybody looking for that answer. How did you, they want them shits to come in. How did you beat all these motherfuckers? They want that answer to come in because they don't understand that shit. How did you do it? How did you do it though? That's what they want to know. Like, they can't even fight. Like, they're baffled. We have to open up their twist bottles. How did they beat everybody up? What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Because it's like they sitting there thinking about all this shit that they threw at you. Somebody thought that they was just a master magician or whatever, and they threw all this shit at you. And then it was like sitting back, getting the shits and grins, waiting for some shit to happen. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. But shit didn't happen. Nothing happened. And not understanding that you already saw what was going on. You had made that judgment call. You ducked. You bobbed, you weaved. The wheel of fortune started turning in your favor. And you was already always spiritually protected. God is not far from you. And they just didn't understand that. They even sent out their best. I mean, this is them looking at their most crucial, magic book. Like they just get the one that's really gonna take them out in a minute. Get the one that's fast acting. Yeah, get that one. You know, they was really putting this together. They let it ferment in the sun just enough days, in the refrigerator in just enough days. They put it in the cooler just a few days. They put it down in the wine cellar just the right amount of days. They wanted to make sure this shit was right and potent. And they threw that shit at you. They put that shit around your door. They put that shit on the car handle, the handle of your car. They put this shit, everywhere. Everywhere they thought that you was gonna go. They put it on the outside of your mailbox. They put that shit everywhere. And they sitting there, they sit back and they watching you, touching everything that they put it on. They're watching you touch it all. Not just touching it all, but you touching it all, grabbing in your bag, getting you some chips and eating. So they're like, oh, this is even better. They don't even know that we put this rat mange, bat shit, dog mange, soup, whatever shit powder on everything. And then they touching it and then they eating behind. Oh, this is perfect. And they was waiting. And you went home, took you a shower, went to bed, got up the next day, did your exercises, decided you was going to run an extra 30 minutes, did that, came back, worked, had your friends over, went back to sleep, got back up the next day, did this, did that. They're like, damn, how long was this stuff supposed to take? This was the immediate. This was fast acting. Next thing you know, you off to something else. And they see that it didn't work on you. But what they did realize was when you walked away, you had mumbled something about return to sender 100, whether known and unknown. And that's whenever they shit started getting fucked up. Everybody started falling. Confirmation. Everybody started falling. That's when everybody realized who you were, how gifted you are, how much you already know without even having to be there, and how they only sacrifice themselves. Because then they started having these past thoughts of remembering. Do you remember the time whenever they was trying to do this shit, but you was always protected? You was always the star. You was always the chosen one. You always was like, okay, well, no problem. No worries. Things always went in your favor. Hey, Sister Girl. Hey, K-Mac Quinn. Always went in your favor. That's when they started realizing, damn, they fucked up. That's when someone realized that they had been living a life without God, without any spiritual protection. That's when somebody realized that it was time for them to make a plan, and that plan was to get close to God, was to open up their heart to get close to God. That's why they said no. That's why the answer was no. They don't want no more of whatever they was trying to do. They're not involved anymore. They don't want to go to howl at the moon no more. They don't want to do this shit. They don't want to do that shit. They don't want to try out this soup. They don't taste it to see if it's too salty. Nope, they don't want to do none of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. They're good. They're good. They're good and they're done. No more. No more. It's time to talk about it. It's time to tell the world what was going on. It's time to tell the world everything that you had to go through. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands. Yeah. What this group's plan was, what they was aiming for, you know, what they wanted you to do, what it was like 3 of them for sure, or if not more. But they had some little secret agenda, and they wanted somebody to do something that was going to cause some more chaos, grief, competition, bullshit ass games. Because they wanted to take you out. They wanted to sacrifice you because they wanted to be seen as the chosen one. Before we all got here, we all made a deal with God about what we wanted our life to be, what we wanted our purpose to be, the challenges that we would accept, the families that we would be born into. We knew the type of parents and siblings and friends and co-workers and everything. We knew that. And we also knew that we had a certain number between 1 and 144,000. And we knew that meant that there was only so many of us. And so we had to be very careful dealing and interacting and accepting the bullshit of all of them. It's our purpose to help others, to wake them up so that even if they don't get it right this life, when they come back, they can get it right the next life. They can make different choices. We could be talking to an emperor who doesn't realize or doesn't even care that he sacrificed this King of Cups. Doesn't even care. Doesn't care that, because of his own ego and his own pride, he made it so somebody is forever indebted to the devil. Somebody's thinking about this little fast thing that they did out of immaturity, and now how they cannot sleep because if they could turn back the hands of time. They're sitting there thinking about what this group was trying to do. Now they're understanding about the lies that this group was trying to spin, the bullshit that this group was trying to do. They understood what they wanted now. This could be somebody's child. Maybe somebody's child allowed other family members to manipulate them, to mind fuck them, to tell them what to do, and then sit back and watch as this person created the havoc. But no bad deed goes unnoticed. Nobody gets to leave here without paying the piper. So for those people that think that, oh, well, I'll be dead before it comes out. No, you won't. God's going to make a way out of no way. In fact, when it does come out, that may be the thing that takes you out. Because you wanted to mock God. You wanted to play God in somebody else's life, huh? Well, God's about to show you what it's all about. Yeah. It's like somebody wanted to, just uh, wreak havoc or get somebody else stuck or, their mind trapped about, what it was really about, like what this relationship was really about. Like they didn't want somebody to see them as they really should have been seen as. This could have been someone's child once again. Like they wanted somebody else not to like have respect for the mother or something like that. Feeding this person lies, bullshit, all that other bullshit that should be slapped the fuck up, just slapped for. So now this person understands why. Now somebody understands why you keep your distance because of what was going on in the past and why you made the decision that you made. There was no equal give and take. There was no reciprocity. There was no sharing. Somebody had told the truth about this King of Coins. This Queen of Swords had told the truth about this King of Coins. This could be the head of the household or whatever, the father, the head of the company, somebody. And that's why they made a decision to move the fuck on. It was like, I'm gone. And left everybody out in the cold and shut that and close that cycle. That shit is done. That shit is done. Somebody thought they was gonna get their wish fulfillment. They thought, oh, we finally got it. We won. We did the tricks. We're gonna get our wish fulfillment. Yay, yay, yay. But they see that they not. They thought they was going to be in balance, but they see that their money is out of balance. They only got 4 coins now. They see, they trying to be emotionally balanced. Oh, Sia, thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, somebody, they thought that they was getting ready to, be in balance and but their money's messed up. No. And they thought they was going to be moving forward. They thought Spirit was going to move them forward. No, Spirit put the brakes on all that shit. You ain't going nowhere. Look at who you chose. You chose this. You chose somebody, and somebody else, the one that you should have chose, walked the fuck away. And now somebody sees that. Now they're all upset and sad and everything else. It's kind of like, come on, you got to be kidding, right? But somebody made a choice. They made a decision. It is what it is. Like I said, somebody was watching you. They thought that you was going to be having the challenges, but they're the ones that had the challenges. Yeah, the one that they chose, they thought that was going to be so loving. No, that was the worst thing. This was somebody that, first of all, I feel like this person was immature, the person that they chose. And they thought it was going to be a, 9 of coins, like they was going to be all independent, but okay, that's fine. I just still appreciate anything and everything. But, they thought they was going to be, uh, all independent, but they're not. It's like this is like some type of codependent. They're not 9 of coins, but you already told them that. You told them who this person was. You told them, go ahead and leave. But they don't want to listen. They wanted to be hard-headed. They thought that they knew. They know now. They know now that that person was talking about a bunch of shit. Thank you so very much, Sia. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Yes, so very much. But yeah, what else, Spirit? What else? Anything else from this deck? Yep. Yeah. Now they're seeing that they broke their own heart. They hurt themselves. They didn't hurt you. Now they're going within and they're thinking about, you know, how they actually didn't give to you. You see they got their hand cup. I mean their hand covering that cup, you know? It's almost like somebody else is seeing how they did not show you any love, no affection, no attention. Yeah. Here's the same King of Coins. How and how the truth. You know the truth of what they was trying to do and how that shit did not work out. And you spoke about it. You spoke and named names and all that other stuff and defended yourself and the empress that you are. Yes. And all this stuff came out, about everything that they was going to even try with you. What they was trying to do was take out your light, take out your heart chakra, take out your third eye. Take it. They don't care. They just wanted to take out one of your chakras. They wanted to take it out, dim it, kill it, harm it. So it did not work. So it did not ever open up again. So you would just be off kilter. Hi, Kate. But judgment has been called, and that cycle has been closed. Confirmation. Just King of Cups, they want to travel towards you. It's taken them a while, though, because I feel like this person is finally reaching out to God. They want to travel towards you, but when they come to you, they want you to see that they are a changed person. That's why it's going to take a while. It could take a whole season because it's like they have to learn some lessons. But whenever they come, they're going to come, it's going to be a minute, but they're going to come as loyal. They're going to, and they have to learn these lessons that God is making them go through. Especially whenever it comes down to loyalty, family, and who it is that they actually need to show up to be. Yes. I feel like it comes with a lot of lessons. A lot of lessons. Showing them, who's who and what's what, and how they was a fool, and how they even had happiness, but they chose everything else. This person is going through a lot because here's a 10, and another 10. And then a new beginning right here with the 0, with the Fool. And then the World card too. Yeah, they are learning a lot. They're completing some challenges. They're having to rise to the occasion. Yes, they're having to rise to the occasion. And they knew that they had to end this whole toxic situation with this witch, whatever this person, whoever this person, whatever they call themselves. This could be somebody they call auntie. This could be somebody they call grandma. This could be somebody they call, cousin, whatever. They had to end that. They had to end that. It wasn't just one, it was a couple of them. Damn. They had to end that whoever these two people were, they had to end them. End it. Hey Mose, how are you? Put that shit to rest. Yes. It was, yeah. Because it's like they were sitting there spying, but they had to end something and put that shit to rest. This was part of that group. Yep. I had to get out of that coven, cult. What's the message? That's too many. Somebody's going to defend the honor of this empress. Like this King of Cups is going to come in showing his loyalty, showing his love, showing that it's like there's some way that somebody is going to come in and show that they're defending this empress. You know, they're coming in as a King of Cups, but they're coming in with this offer of love. You know, they want to have this new beginning, and they want to come in from out of the cold. That's why they're doing this. That's why they're doing this. What's the message? So somebody's going to have to gain some strength, and that's why they're telling somebody no. That's why they said no, it's not happening. Nope, it's not happening. Yeah. That's why they have to they know they have to get rid of everything that is not working. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to know. You're going to know if they're able to come into your energy or not. And if they're not, then you're going to tell them bye-bye. That's why they have to get rid of all that toxic energy, that witch and warlock couple. Yeah, because whenever they come in, they have to understand that not only are you highly intuitive, but you're also an earth angel. Hi, Master number 11, her. Yeah. Not only can you spot the game, should you used to play the game, you defended yourself against the game, and you know it ain't the player, it's the game. So they can't be trying to play no game when they're coming to you. They better come straight up. Anything else from this deck? No. Yeah. This person is toxic, or who he was around with, or who he or she was around was toxic and unavailable. You know? It's like they hadn't worked that shit out of themselves yet. But they was definitely toxic. Thank you so very much, Master number 11, her. Yep. Somebody that they used to think that them and this person was best friends, but even their best friend was showing them some red flags about, you know what, you better, and giving them some mixed signals, so with them, letting them know, hey, you being used. You're being used. So this person is finally starting to recognize and wake up, you know, that hey, he was around a lot of players, and he was getting tired of that. He or she. And every time they needed something, they was the ones that was always getting ghosted, even though they've said that, okay, I'm ready right now. Somebody be like, oh, okay, I'll be right there, and never show up. Hey, John, how are you? You know, so somebody's starting to recognize that, you know, it is the company that you keep. That does have to do with, your wealth and your well-being and everything, and all those situationships that you think, oh, this one ain't gonna hurt, that one ain't gonna hurt. That's the one that hurts. Good, John. I'm glad to hear that. That's the one that hurts. And you thought that you could trust this quote unquote best friend. Not as long as you could throw them. Because this best friend was not a best friend to you. This best friend used to talk about you, act like, if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be able to tie your shoes. You wouldn't be as far as you are. You wouldn't be this and you wouldn't be that. But it was the best friend that was afraid to do the shit that you was already doing. Talking about we was both gonna go do this and we was both doing that, but yeah, I was interested in that. I decided I didn't want to do that. I was gonna do something else. Yeah, no, it was because your ass was chicken. That's what it was. You even try to tell this person, you need to look at your spirituality, because then that's going to help you, as far as seeing the real nature of people. And it's going to help you as being your own guide, because you're not going to want to react. You're going to wait so that you can breathe and then respond accordingly. What's the message? What's the message? Yeah. But then they want to sit there and talk about they don't really want to be around you because they don't feel that you and them really get along, but then they want to go to somebody that's completely unstable because they felt like this person was hot. But this person is touched by a little bit of cray, but, yeah. But they want to treat you like you got the problem, like you want to start the argument or something like that, and that's not even it. So they want to friend zone your connection, act like you just not even worth it. But then they want to go towards this unstable person and then get their feelings hurt because that person just want to be friends with benefits or fuck buddies or whatever. Talking about we got a good synergy, but they're really catfishing and not even the person that they say that they are. And then, somebody said that they needed to make a judgment call. They needed to grow the fuck up and they needed to slow the fuck down because they understood that the way they were acting, they was really being immature. They was being real immature. They was acting real goofy. Yeah, and they needed some balance in their life. This is how it came out. They need some balance in their life. Instead of all these petty ass arguments, arguments about anything. Because somebody's sitting there just trying to be all in their ego, be egotistical, arrogant, know-it-all, narcissist, covert, overt, malignant, however. Somebody like they got some secrets, like and they was just around somebody because they was acting like they was interested in them because they had secrets together. That's all it was. That's all it was. Like this person had some type of puppy love, like it was a crush or something. And then whenever they found out that somebody had to put up some boundaries because maybe somebody went some way that somebody else didn't appreciate, then they want to put up boundaries. Oh, oh, you don't want to play no more. Oh, okay. Now somebody talk about no, there's no spark, no, they're not interested in that. And somebody was like, no, you're getting it wrong. I thought that all of us could be, I thought we all could get down and all of us could just be, out here, and then somebody gonna be like, oh no, I'm not available for that. No. That's when they started realizing how real the devil was, because the devil was trying to get them caught up into some shit that they didn't want to be caught up in. And they started thinking about you and how you're their soulmate and how you actually have chemistry together. And how you're a good catch, but they decided that they wanted to experiment. And that's why they started having these fake ass arguments with you, because they was turning toxic. And they don't blame you for benching them, because you knew they was just pretending with they pretending asses. But it's like they just wanted to make you jealous, because they actually was love struck, but they just, I don't know, out of their own ego or pride, wanted to pull you down a peg or two, make you jealous, make you act a certain way. But they couldn't see that the person that they really liked was showing them nothing but red flags. That's too damn bad. Sound like somebody wasn't paying attention to what their own intuition and spirit guides were trying to tell them. That's unfortunate. So it's almost like then all of a sudden they're gonna get scared when somebody want to try and hit them with a lefty loop de loop. Then they're like, no, I'm not into all that. Where'd you think that was going? Where'd you think that shit was headed? You just making a new best friend? Now all of a sudden the person that been there for you, you want to turn your back, but you making a new best friend. Okay. Especially to somebody that's always been good to you, good for you. Now you want to make a new best friend and leave the one that was good to you and good for you alone. Okay. That's how you want to do it. That's cool. That's why your ass is getting that spiritual street justice. That's why. And that's why we remain unbroken, baby. That's why. Okay? Your family collaborated to stop you. But guess what? We're healed. Guess what else? We landed on the good side of karma. Okay? Especially some shit that popped off around Mercury retrograde. Okay? So that's when we was putting shit to end, to rest, and that's when somebody else, their intuition was waking up, and it was like, wait a minute, your intuition says get the fuck up out of here. Dude, or female, you've been under a love spell. They thought that they was torturing you like they could make you afraid to die on the inside. Shit, you already did that. That's why you're not afraid of it. You already dealt with the dark night of the soul. What the hell were they talking about? They're the only motherfuckers that have an entity attached. Shit. It's like they sat there and watched you with your good intentions, with your kind heart, with your sweet soul, and thought they was going to mistreat you. Like they was going to be able to get over somehow, some way. Like they was going to do something. What you doing? Besides looking foolish, besides looking goofy, besides looking crazy, what are you doing? Yeah, maybe they had a sex addiction, because they had definitely, maybe it's a jealous mother. Somebody needed to let go of the ugly past. They needed to accept that shit was over, But whoever this is, somebody is getting some spiritual street justice. Once again, that ass is being told no, no. We started with the no. It's been no because their own spell took them out. Yep. Something about somebody's sacral chakra. Yeah, they tried to mess with somebody's confidence. And they tried to have this person, like they wanted to do something to close one of the chakras or all the chakras. I'm telling you, somebody's trying to steal something. That's what they're trying to do. Steal that inheritance being one of those chakras, the one that they feel is the most valuable. And they're trying to get this from the Empress. They need to hug a tree. I'm telling you, somebody was trying to steal from you. Now that karma's coming back around, somebody trying to run, but it's like, where are you going? The game is just getting started. Where are you going? You just starting to get your karma. Where do you think you're going? Get back in here, because every word that you said was a lie. Somebody acted like they was easily distracted. Something about their fourth house, traditions, home, ancestors, family. Somebody acted like they was easily distracted as opposed to what they should have been doing. Like I said, something about the third eye chakra. Or your third eye chakra. Somebody wanted to close something. They wanted to hurt you because you were not the usual type. You have an understanding of spirit, and you also have an understanding of self. You are one with yourself. This is, you sage often. You take spiritual baths. You pray. You meditate. You call on your ancestors and archangels and the spirit guides. Because you understand that somebody has something up their sleeve. You understand that. I'm telling you, it was a head warlock and a wicked old hag, a witch and a warlock. We saw that. But guess what? Guilt is eating them up. And those two feel like they are married to the love of their life, that wicked old hag and that warlock. But guilt is eating them up because you stood your ground. And then God went to them and sat that ass down. Because you was able to see exactly who they were. You saw who they were. You pointed it out. You talked about it. You called out their names. And you told them. You foresaw it. And you told them exactly what was getting ready to happen. First, you about to pay all your karma back. That's why your shit is going down. And then after you see that, then it's going to be you. Stand in your convictions. Because these motherfuckers, they're guilty. They're outside waiting because they cannot get inside. They can't get close to you. But they hope that you allow them in, but they say they love you, but they still have secrets. They know that you don't trust them. It's like they can't get in to get close to you. So they're outside waiting to see if maybe you'll come out there. But you need out there. You already know what's out there. This narcissist, and this old ass trip. Them same two that wanted you to lose just so that they can get your inheritance, your riches. The same way that you found the courage, they're going to have to find the courage to go through some shit too. But then they're outside waiting because they need your help. Because they know that you are the star. Because you chose God. And when they did that black magic on you, they did it on the wrong one. Because they didn't know that you were always going to choose you. Whatever love spell, whatever hocus pocus, whatever potion, whatever lotion, whatever the fuck it was, you was always going to choose you, and you was always going to choose God. Anything else? Yes, prosperity comes to you because you know that you are a king or a queen, and you know that they are thieves and liars. You have leveled up because you understood that with wisdom comes wealth, and you also understand that we are all connected. This is why you are not judgmental. This is why you allow God to make the final call. You just know that you're just going to rise to the king or the queen that you are and walk in your truth. Walk in your light. Walk in your victory. Anything else? Yeah. You opened up your heart. That's why you got the victory. Because you opened up your heart. Y'all, I'm going to leave that right here. And I'm going to try and come back on and do one more this evening. But if not, I'm going to do 2 tomorrow because I'm off work. But I'm going to try and come back and do one more. I love y'all. Thank you so very much. Hey, Dr. White. Oh, right. All right. Yes. Just unwind it or rewind it or start it all. I don't know how the terminology is. But yes, I'll be back like later this evening, maybe about 2 hours, something like that. All right. Thank you guys. I love y'all so very much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate everyone. Thank you. Thank you.